Well, you can see what we're dealing with here. Pretty nice. Everything looks good in there where it belongs. I took this off just so that I could see what was working in there. You can see all the brake fluid around the outer edge of that drum. Yeah, me and Carol, we, this morning, I said I was all ready to bleed this, and if I can get this drum back on, there we go. And anyway, we, that was tight, good. So, we bled this truck for 2.5 hours. We bled the front, the back, the other side. We went down onto the proportional valve down there. We broke the lines there. We broke the lines here. We bled this thing every friggin' place you could think to bleed it. And we could not get not even a little bit of pressure to the back. And finally I told Carol, I said, there's got to be something wrong with that master cylinder. So I put the old one back on. Put it all up. Put my, well, I got a vacuum tool here somewhere. Right here. You know, it's one of them bleeders where you can suck in. I put that on my master cylinder and pulled till there was no air. Hooked up my lines. And we'd been trying for 3 hours to get, you know, hydraulics to this brake actuator and the back. It's all hooked together. That's how it's supposed to work. I don't understand what was wrong. We spent all morning. We started at about 8:30 I guess we started. We went till 11:30 almost. And couldn't get a bit of pressure. We could get fluid to the back. You know, every time you bled it, there was a half a teaspoon come out, but it would not build pressure. And anyway, put the old one back on, works fine. So yeah, now I just got to put all my crap away and clean up all my mess. I mean, I still gotta, yeah, that's tight. I got still wrenches everywhere. But that one there is a little rusty, but we're gonna drive around the farm here and shine them up here once we get it going. I just gotta put stuff back on. Yeah, I frigged up my paint job. Brake fluid is not good for paint. But anyway, I'm gonna just put tools away here for an hour and I'll bring you back. We'll get things topped off. I actually think it's pretty well topped anyway. Yeah, I'll put a little bit in the front just for the fun of it. And snap the cover on. And we'll be good to go. I'll put the tires back on. So anyway, yeah. I guess the next project, once I get this brakes all done, is I've got the fan motor's got to be fixed. I got a new one coming. And the console switch needs to be changed out. I got a few things like that to do. I'm not going to film any of it. But I hate working on dashes. But I am going to try to finish this out here. I'd like to bring that out to the side. I'd kind of like to get enough. I get one pipe outside of the window here, other beside the light. And that way if a deer hits you. But you can see it had some ice build up. The back ain't welded on that because I always wanted the water to come out, but it was too tight. And you can see it built up in here. Froze that side. It didn't freeze this side. But anyway, I'll probably cut these 2 uprights off and redo it. And I'll bring these out to about here. Maybe put one each side of the center. Get it so that a deer won't go through my radiator if I hit it. A lot of deer around now and a lot of turkeys. But anyway, she is what she is. Come to find out, I didn't bench bleed it. I should have bench bled the new one and it would have worked fine. It got airbound in here and I could not get it to bleed out. And I should have just taken it off, put it on the bench. But I put this one back on and I vacuum bled them with my vacuum pump, both sides, before I hooked anything up. and the first pedal down it worked. So that was my error. I should have bench bled him. Called up John over there at Cornish Auto, good friend, and yeah, he told me what I did wrong. So anyway, this thing, the blower motor wouldn't work on it, so I took that off. Don't know if you can hear that, but the blower motor's working, but I don't have a control. Got one of these ordered. And what else did I get done? Oh, I got a radio working. So that's kind of nice. It don't set in right. It's just, it doesn't really fit the dash, but it works. So, yeah, we're gaining on the old girl. I also, you know, this has always had the controller for the left and right tank, but the magnetic switch there, the solenoid switch, went a long time ago. I got one of those coming because I want to be able to, you know, swap my tanks. Right now I got valving under the seats, and if we're driving along, Carol has to actually unbuckle, get on her knees and reach under the seat and throw the valves. And you know, when she was 40 years old, she could whip it around there and get it done before we'd be on the outside of the road. It was kind of funny, but she was good at it. And yeah, you know, we're getting old enough now, we better have stuff working, because we'd have to pull over and get out and go around and do it that way. But yeah, the old girl's finally coming together. And I guess that's all this video is going to be. I got the brakes working today. They're all bled. So yeah, keep safe, everybody. Don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe. And Merry Christmas to everybody. By the time I make my next video, Christmas will be over. It's Christmas Eve, you know, 5 o'clock. I'm going to go on up and spend it with Carol. We're, you know, got nothing pressing. All of our kids are out of state. Her kids are down in Mass. And my kids are all in Texas. So, you know, we're not going to see anybody this week. So anyway, have a great Christmas, everybody. Keep safe. See you on the next one.